Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Brewing Live All New Season Episode 88 or 88 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst challenges of our present time. Brewing Live is a community service of Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. In partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart here as game changers is to brew mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So shout out to all my fellow game changers serving in this corner of digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. Giving us giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. So I encourage you to expand your heart today by supporting the works that we do by blessing Decaf Coffee Republic with your food and beverage order. We have delicious vegan meals and fresh guyabano for easy switch to healthy eating. And we also have sausage platter, waffles, and cakes, my favorite cheesecake, for your favorite and classic comfort food. Please check our FB page for the menu of sumptuous meal and refreshing drinks or connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to bring Decaf Coffee Republic experience to your place. We are open from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. for your order on pick up and delivery. For other ways to support our community works, you may now give some stars or love gift through fund transfer. Just check the caption of this video for a bank info and or GCash account. If you are just joining us in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome and thank you for being here. Like really, thank you. You may circulate this link of this video to invite your friends to watch with you. You may also tag them in the comments below and give them some shout out, encouragement, motivation, and best of all, just acknowledge and express gratitude. As for me, let me give my shout out to fellow mental model collectors inside B-Learning Society by Master Coach A. A special mention to fellow bronze badge holder. Hello, everyone. So if you are not yet a smart holder of B-Learning e-card and you're still missing all the perks that we enjoy, today is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to join B-Learning Society, the tent maker of B-Learning homes for mental fitness. Enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus benefit from the 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Save the date for October. It's gonna be on October 23rd at 7 p.m. Philippine time. And the title of our next mental model masterclass is Thought Leadership Mental Model Mastery. So learn the thought leadership mental model and discover how to become a 21st century knowledge entrepreneur. For more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. Moving on, for today's episode, I will be sharing spell resilience anytime. Please do tag your friends and forward this video link and invite others to join our conversation on mental preparedness. So, yes, hello. I have shared this on my timeline. So, to all my friends who are joining me here, hello and welcome. Please greet someone in the chat box below and tell us where you are watching this from. And if you're my friend, you're just coming in, say hi in the chat box below so that I can acknowledge you. So, yeah. So, di ba pag nakita natin yung mga kakilala natin somewhere, pinapansin natin sila. So, yon, pansinin nyo ako. Say it there in the chat box below. Say hi. So, let's go to our topic today. Again, spell resilience. That's R.E.S.I.L.I.E.N.C.E. Okay, so resilience. So, spelling bilang, no? So, anyway, when you hear the word resilience, what comes to mind? Pag sinabihan ka na resilient ka, what comes to mind? And I would always remember that one of the character traits of Filipinos is resilience. They would always say that ang mga Pinoy resilient yan. Kahit ilan ang magdaang bagyo, babangon sila. So I actually checked the Tagalog term for resilience and it's matatag. So, matatag, matibay. Ikaw ba ay matatag at matibay? And what does that mean to you? Pag sinabing matatag ka, pag sinabing resilient ka, what does that mean to you? So, let's see other definitions that I got from thank you, Uncle Google. So, let's start. So, resilience means that you're able to recover readily as from misfortune. An example of that is what I said is typhoon. Next definition from here. Tell me in the comments below what are you resonating with. Okay? So kung anong saang definition kayo nakaka-resonate. So hello everyone, Coach Teen, Master Coach Hasmin, Coach Sean, Coach Lynn, Coach Nords, hello. So yan, another definition of resilience, the definition of resilient is someone uh, who or something that bounces back into shape or recovers quickly. So there's a time frame, no, quickly siya nagre-recover. So it's like a rubber band that when you stretch a rubber band up to a point, of course, hindi yung time na mag-snap siya. Then kapag nirelease mo siya, it will go back to shape. So there. Next is an example of resilient is yon, yung pagiging elastic nga kagaya nung sa ating rubber band. And another type of that is yon, elasticity and being stretched and returning to its normal size. Yon. So kanina recovers, go back into shape and then recovers quickly. Ito naman ang added niya is it's going to return into its normal size. So kung sa tao, back to how you're going back to homeostasis or back to equilibrium. Let's say that. Okay, so another example. So, pag sa tao naman, pag resilient ka daw, if you get sick, you can actually go back to shape or you can actually get healthy rapidly. So there's actually an element from this definition, there's an element of time. So if you're resilient, you're able to endure tribulation without cracking. So, parang yung sa elastic rubber band na kapag, di ba pag nasobrahan ka naman, magsisnap siya. So, mapuputol siya. So, yun yung sinasabi niya dito. And other examples, recovering strength, spirit, yung alam mo yung dating spirit mo, good humor, etc., quickly. So, being buoyant. So, di ba ang buoyant kapag yung, halimbawa, yung bola, pag pinush mo siya sa water, babalik siya. So, yun yung sinasabi niya. Yun yung mga idea of being resilient. Next is you're capable of returning to an original shape or position after having been compressed. So, if you're looking at the definitions here, they are usually a character of a material, of a non-living thing. But how are you seeing this in your life? How are you being resilient? So on my take, in my experience, pag sinabing resilient ka, the usual, I even asked my friends before this, and the usual thing na sinasabi nila kapag resilient ka is, parang hindi natitinag. Tapos pag pinatingin mo, hindi kumukurap. So something like that. But is that really the meaning of resilience? Kasi ang sinasabi niya dito, pag resilient ka, yes, you are affected by stress and and upheavals and all the things that is happening, but that doesn't mean that you stay there. 'Di ba? Sabi nga natin, nagba-bounce back siya. So, yun yung sinasabi sa resilience. So, as we discuss along, let's spell the word resilience. Um, let's spell the word resilience, and through this, pwede mong tandaan to para if you have upheavals, if there's something that is happening in your life, you can actually use these tricks. You can remember that R has like we made an acronym so that you're able to become resilient. So we want to become a resilient person. So there, let's start with letter R. So letter R is reclaiming your weak points as strength. So no one, as we always say, no one is perfect. We all have our strength and weaknesses. And the good thing is for us to become aware of our weaknesses, because from that weaknesses, we are able to actually use that weakness into something good. So for example, there are times when you say you're a risk, let's say you are a risk taker. So how is it bad and how is it good? So you're a risk taker, meaning um, it could be that your character as a risk taker is there's risk, but still you go for it. Sometimes you don't think a lot, you don't consider the other things that can happen, and that is putting you into a vulnerable place, into a vulnerable state. But if you're going to use that into something good, I mean, i-redirect mo siya and you're going to take risk, then that can be your strength. So your weaknesses, look at your weaknesses and how are you going to actually um, reclaim them as your strength. So you have to be aware, you have to know who you are. That is why what you're going to do is actually write your weaknesses, accept that these are your weaknesses because nobody is perfect, and see how you're going to work from your weaknesses and turn it into a strength. So it doesn't mean na gagawin mo yung opposite, but actually you can actually redirect that. So halimbawa, pag fighter ka, pag lumalaban ka, i-direct mo siya sa good, 'di ba? Kasi lahat na lang nilalabanan mo, pero we have a saying na choose your battle. So you have to choose your battle. So there, that is your R again, to reclaim your weak points as your strength. And letter E for resilience is evaluate your emotions. So yun yung isang tinitingnan natin because a lot of times when you say you are resilient, alam mo yung yung you're not being faced with what is going to happen, whatever is happening outside of you. It doesn't mean like that. You still experience anger, you still experience negative emotions. But the thing is, how are you going to deal with those emotions and come back and snap back and come back to being you? So what I mean about that is being resilient doesn't mean you repress your emotions. So kapag resilient ka, you actually deal with those emotions because those are natural. So if you are experiencing negative emotion, you are resilient when you evaluate your emotion. Like, why am I feeling this way? 'Di ba dapat masaya kayo tapos parang ikaw nalulungkot ka or nagagalit ka, parang naiinis ka or you're jealous of something. You're envious of something. You have to look inside and why and acknowledge that, evaluate that emotion. What is this telling me? What is this emotion telling me? Because sometimes nakakahiya kasi na baka sabihin nila pag inamin ko na envious ako, sabihin nila na ganito ako, inggitera ako, and dini-deny natin. Pero if we're going to look our self in the mirror and actually accept and acknowledge that yes, I'm feeling this, but yes, and I know that I can evaluate this emotion and I can do something about it. And this emotion, the reason why I'm feeling it is because it is telling me something. So this is how we look at them. It's not that we repress our emotion na because pag sinabi kasi ng resilient, parang um, um, alam mo yun, you're not seeing weakness, but it's not. Let's say you're feeling weak, like hindi mo kaya. It's okay that you feel that hindi mo kaya. Pero savor the you savor the present moment. The thing that we do, a lot of us do, is we think of the past. Like, may nangyari, umulan, bumagyo, and then all our things had been taken away, or somebody robbed you of, let's say, your cell phone, or somebody robbed your house. What are you going to do? Is it the end of your life? Let's say COVID happened. You wanted to start a business and COVID happened and you were not able to start your business. Or you may have started your business, but you're not earning because you're just starting your business, a physical store maybe, and then this COVID thing happened. No one is visiting your store. So what are the things that you can do? So you have to be present. Like, think of now, not tomorrow, not yesterday. Yes, you have to think of tomorrow because that will lead you. Like, you have a goal. What am I going to do? But don't think just that. And your past will affect you because you will learn from the past. But don't think just that. You have to actually experience the present. What is happening now? What can I do now? So things like that. That is for S, savor the present moment, savor the now. Next is letter I for resilience is you have to be intentional in having compassion for yourself and for others. So yeah, a lot of people, they have compassion to others, they want to help others, but you always have to start with yourself. Have compassion with yourself. Let's say you made a mistake. Yeah, you need to be resilient. Something happened that maybe you caused that upheaval, you caused that thing to happen in your life. But that is not the end. You have to acknowledge and you have to be intentional to have compassion with yourself. Yeah, a lot of things are going to happen. This is not the only time that you're going to make a mistake, that you're going to fail. In the future, you're going to make a mistake. So you have to always remember to have compassion with yourself first, and then you can share that compassion to other people. So again, letter I is intentionality um, in feeling compassion to yourself and to other people. And the next is letter L for resilience. That is looking inward. Look inward, introspection. So what is happening? What am I feeling now? How's my heart? In our tribe, we'd always say, "How's your heart?" So, hello friends. When I actually asked my friends because I always get that from Coach Rezzhel. How's your heart? And like even before, I was like, okay. That was the first time I heard that you have to check your heart. And when I asked my friends, well, how's your heart? They think of like something romantic. But what I'm saying here is, how's your heart? Your because it the thing that you do will always come from your heart. If you feel that your heart is not beautiful, is not clear, then you have to do something. That's why you always have to do introspection. How do you do that? Acknowledge the feelings that you have, the emotions that you have. When you have done something, you go back. What happened? What was your emotion? What was your thought? And do journaling. You meditate on God's word and do journaling. You write about your feelings, you acknowledge them, and it's okay. You are okay. So there. Next, I would be another I would be integrity. So I actually read this book by another famous life coach, Martha Beck. It's the way to integrity, and she has a challenge to herself to be honest. Like everything. Do you ever feel, or did you ever experience that when someone asks you something, let's say, how are you feeling? How are you? You always say okay, but actually you're feeling something. It doesn't mean that you express it in a bad way, like, I'm angry. Yeah, I'm angry. And let's talk about it. I'm angry of these things. Well, how did you become angry? I'm angry because things like that. So integrity is like what I've learned from that book is being honest. Because a lot of times we want to please other people, and even if we're feeling something, we don't express it. And we even lie to ourselves. We have a lot of self-lies, like, hindi ko kaya. Really? Hindi mo ba talaga kaya? And you know in yourself that in the past, you have surpassed a lot of things. You've done a lot of things. But still, you're saying that, oh, hindi ko kaya. Baka anong mas magaling siya sa akin. They're better than me. And so, what are we going to do? So things like that. We have to be honest that sometimes I got this from another speaker, and it's really true. When she said that if you don't know, you say you don't know. Don't pretend that you know, because we have that. Or if we know, say you know. Don't pretend that you don't know. So look at how funny we are. And the reason why I'm sharing this is for you to realize that you are not alone. We all experience different kinds of emotions. We have our own things that we are hiding because we feel that when we share it, people are going to judge us. Yes, there are people who are going to criticize us and judge us, but are they helpful for us? If not, then shrug off your shoulder. Yes, I know it's not easy, but you can train yourself to be that. So that's part of you being resilient. So next, after integrity or being authentic, next would be letter E is so engage. So this is something beautiful and something new to me. I would not say new because I've been with my coaching family. But the thing is, you have to engage. Kasi when we say matatag yung tao, sa kanila lang yung problema nila, sila na nagsosolve. But no, no, no. If you are just repressing your emotion and one day, sasabog ka, tapos bigla nating i-judge yung tao. Akala ko ba resilient siya? Tapos hindi man pala siya matatag. Because that is not truly the definition of being resilient. If you want to become resilient, you have to engage with other people. Like this, you come in here, you share your thoughts, you learn, you share your thoughts, because in there you're going to learn. You're going to learn about yourself and you're going to learn about other people. You have to engage meaningfully with others. You know, yung sinasabi namin sa tribe is you have to be intentional when you engage. Because I have that yeah, I but there's no follow-up question. There's no follow-up conversation. Like, okay, hi, okay, para lang masabing pinansin mo. But how are you really acting? How are you really doing things? So there. And the next one is letter N would be yon. Be non-judgmental towards the journey of yourself and the journey of others. So, sasama dito yung comparing your journey to others. So, there. So, again, these feelings, these emotions, these behaviors, almost all of us, we have experienced this. And that is why, if you know that it's not helping you will fix it, right? Because you are one resilient person. So let's look at this one, non-judgmental towards your journey. Because sometimes, yeah, I've been there as well. Like, 30 years old na ako, tapos ganun, wala pa. 30 years old na ako, tapos wala pa akong tunay na achievement. Things like that. How are you judging your journey? Because we have different journey. Like, if you are one person who has a deep childhood trauma, then you don't expect yourself to be performing well compared to a person who grew up in a loving family. and who was taught or who actually manage their emotions healthily. Okay? So that is why we have our own. I would always say that if you are a track and field athlete, then you know this, that if you're running short distance, then you have your own lane. You have your own lane, right? Even if you start a long distance run, you have your own lane. You start with your own lane, right? So, pag marathon, iba yun. Pero, yes, you have your own lane. So, di ba kapag nag-short distance ka, 100-meter run, pag tumingin ka sa isa, just go. Patay ka. Pag mabibilis kayo, even if you look at Olympics, 1 millisecond is really, really important. Segundo lang. Kaya huwag kang tumingin sa iba. Dapat sa'yo ka lang. Nakatingin ka lang sa'yo. So, you have your peripheral na nakatingin ka sa iba para hindi ka maaksidente. Gano'n din sa life, di ba? You have your peripheral para hindi ka maaksidente. Pero, hindi kayo, doon na lang ako sa lane na yun. Tapos pupunta ka na sa lane na yun. So, yung lane mo, naiwan na yung lane mo, kawawa naman yung lane mo. Pero doon ka kasi sa lane mo. And, yun, you have to stay in your lane. You don't judge. That is your journey. Yes, you get help. Like, I need help in order for me to go through this journey. I need a coach, I need a mentor, but you have to stay on your lane. And pakialaman mo lang yung lane mo. So, what I'm saying here is, don't be non-judgmental of others' journey. Don't compare yourself and including yours. Because, yeah, as I've shared, ganun din ako dati na parang tagal ko na dito, 30 years old na ako, pero bakit walang improvement? You have to look at the broader, you know, the wider horizon. Bakit nga ba ganito? So, di ba, better siya kaysa yung tanong mo is, bakit nandito pa rin ako? Di ba? So, so I'm here, and then this is what I'm seeing. So, what do I do? So, things like that. Instead na i-judge mo. Kasi kapag ginudge mo, di ba parang, ganito, ganyan. Usually, if you're going to judge, you are looking at what's better and what you failed about. Saan ka nag-fail? Things that you made mistake on. But when you're going to not to think na, hindi ko i-judge. Kasi maybe siya pang morning siya, ako pang afternoon. So things like that. And if you're going to do that, you will be able to be more resilient. So there. Next is letter C. Malapit na tayo. Letter C is you carve beautiful relationship, beautiful connections of care. Because sometimes we network with other people, but do we really care? Do we have the heart to serve these other people? Are we intentional in us making connections? Sometimes we try to connect and it failed. And I would always say that you would check with your values. If these other people has the same value as you, then you could grow together, you can connect and grow together. So things like that you need to consider. But here is part of being resilient. You becoming resilient. Resilience is also connecting with other people and having beautiful connections of care, because you need that. Because being resilient doesn't mean that you do it alone. You ask help if you cannot carry the load. You ask help, and that is being resilient. Diyan ka tatatag. Kasi kapag inangkin mo lang yung paghihirap, inangkin mo lang yung problema, you repress your emotions, later on sasabog ka, later on magkakasakit ka, then hindi ka na resilient. So, di ba? Ganun pala siya. Hindi ka... And again, I would always remember that walang taong pumutok sa bulkan. We always come, even if we did not choose our parents, we always come from someone, from our parents. Because we are designed to actually connect. We connect to our parents, we connect to our relatives, we connect to our friends. We connect to people. And that's what we do. That is part of being resilient. Hindi mo pwedeng angkinin lang lahat. I mean, para mas matatag ka, para mas tumagal ka, you have to share the load. Di ba? So next would be embracing, Coach Lynn, embracing the future even if it's unknown. Yon. So future siya, you know that something is going to happen. As I've shared kanina na, in the future, you'll make mistakes pa din. But you always have to remember that you can bounce back. You can do something about it because you are one resilient person. And you are not doing this alone. You are connecting with others. And then, wala siya sa resilience na letters, not included in the acronym of resilience, but you also have to pray because prayer avails much. And even if like you want to develop resilience, then prayer will help you. So again, let's review our spell resilience anytime. R is reclaiming your weak points to strong points, to strength. E is evaluating your emotions. S is savoring the now. I is being intentional for compassion to yourself and to others. L is looking inward, introspection. I is inviting authenticity or integrity. Letter E is engaging meaningfully with other people. Letter N is being non-judgmental towards your journey and towards the journey of others. Letter C is carving connections with other people that you want to care for. And letter E, and people who care for you. Yeah. Letter E is embracing the future even if it's unknown. So let's see. So yeah. Yes, Master Coach Jasmine, what is your emotion telling you? That is really correct. So that's how you spell resilience. And I hope you really learned something from this. Yeah, these are letters, but you can actually, even if you take one thing from here, then I'll be thankful that I was able to help. Which of the letters which of the acronym did you get, and what's your favorite, and you want to take action on? Because again, I don't want you to, I don't want you um, to waste your time. Be here as you are here. You want to take something and you want to take action on it. So be an action taker. Like some politicians would say, are you an action taker? So there, and that is my sharing for today. Thank you for joining me and supporting the advancement of mental fitness. Because of the ongoing GCQ, the free talk on mental preparedness every Saturday at 4 p.m. is temporarily put on hold, but you can still connect with us with any of your coaching needs 24 by 7, and we will support in the best way possible. If you are interested in becoming a professional service provider, either as a life coach or mental health coach like us, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to know more about the Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. We are now accepting application for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots, so make sure that you make the reservation with Coach Rezzhel. So join us back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode number 89. And the title of our episode for tomorrow is Joy and Purposeful Living by Coach Rezzhel. The Cup Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound, or widely known as PC, and we are just across Bayanihan Center in Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. This is Life Coach Sherry Minas, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.